How do you say chicken in Korean?
Chicken.
Oh, so it's still chicken? Hey guys, James here with another mukbang. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Mark is joining us today, and we are having Korean fried chicken. I'm super excited. We just picked all of this up and set up everything. So we have some beer here. I think, Mark, you chilled some of these glasses for us, so maybe we should get our beer going to start out with.
Sure.
I haven't seen these glasses in forever. And we are drinking Height today. Do you think Height tastes better than like Coors Light and Bud Light and all those?
I think it does.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think it's very similar. Wow.
Looks good. Well,
you were shown behind the beer glass, so
oh, really?
your face was orange or yellow.
Alright, well, cheers.
Oh, cheers.
And let's give everyone a quick rundown before we start gorging on what we're eating. Let's start over here.
Okay, so we got half. This one's called Yangnyeom chicken, which is seasoned in like a sweet and slightly spicy sauce, and this is just the original fried chicken. Mm-hmm. And then we have some topokki, but it has fried squid.
Find your words.
I was gonna say it in Korean,
yeah,
but
you
then
can use Korean. That's fine.
And 오징어 in it, yeah.
You actually had to cut this up because your theory was that it was cut up and then they battered, like deep fried it, and then that made it
together
again, right? And then it's hidden behind here, but this is Korean radish, right?
Mm-hmm. Pickled radish.
This is supposed to help. I guess you eat this a lot with like greasy foods.
Yeah, Korean people need to eat pickled stuff with greasy food.
You're gonna have to tell me, can people see the waffle fries or no? I'm gonna have to bring it.
No, you can't see it.
And we got some waffle fries here. And I think that's it. The only thing I'm sad is because it was takeout, usually they have the coleslaw, which is the spicy mayo or sriracha, whatever, but that's okay.
Yeah, we didn't get that.
We didn't get any of that, but all right, I say we dig in.
Oh, sure. Oh, the beer's good.
I'm gonna go for an original here. Let's see if I can show one. I'm gonna need you to be my eyes today.
I can't see the screen.
You can't? Hopefully. Alright.
This one's good today.
We always have to get half and half because Mark tends to like the sweet and spicy one more, and I like the original one more.
It works out.
Mm-hmm. Now I think what makes this unique is that it's deep fried in like olive oil, which gives it a totally different like flavor profile than like other kind of chicken.
I guess it's healthier for you too. You can't really be healthy with fried chicken.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think we had ketchup somewhere around here, right? Mm-hmm. I want to say out of all the mukbangs I've ever done, this one seems the most elaborate setup. It's not even that much more elaborate than, I guess, usual, but it just seems like there's a lot more food.
We did order a lot.
Yeah.
But we would normally...
This is what we would eat at a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you wouldn't get the fries. What I really liked was that they were sensitive about keeping things open so that it had ventilation and the crispy stuff wasn't gonna get soggy. So these fries are still crispy.
Yeah, and they had the fried squid in a separate container, so it wouldn't get soggy either.
Mm-hmm. This is our second consecutive week eating topokki. We went out last week and got topokki, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see my poor chopstick handling skills in today's video.
Do you need a fork?
Okay.
Do you need one of those kid chopstick holders, like you attach the end?
Topokki is a lot harder than other foods to like pick up with chopsticks, I feel like. Do you like the legs or the body more?
It depends on my mood.
Today I feel like legs.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I have a mood.
Legs.
And so this batter is probably the exact batter that they use for the original fried chicken, right? Actually, they call it original luxury chicken. That's what I saw the menu say earlier. I was like, oh, adding that simple word luxury just makes it sound so much better. There's fish cake in here too. Can you get a napkin? Thank you. I just like how the bubbles are just constantly like streaming up to the top.
Is it because it looks luxurious?
It does. Whoever thought beer and fried chicken would be a winning combination was a genius.
Actually, it's a known thing called chimek. It's just a combination of word of chicken and beer into one word.
How do you say chicken in Korean?
Chicken.
Oh, so it's still chicken?
Well, fried chicken is called, yeah, chicken.
It's ironic I have to take off my Fitbit while we eat. It's getting uncomfortable. And then mek is beer?
Mekju is beer, so it's the first syllable of each of those two words. And then fried chicken places in Korea are called chimeks.
It's so juicy. I do feel like out of all types of fried chicken, Korean chicken, they always have pieces of chicken where you're like, what part of the chicken is that, right? Like, at first I thought I was eating a breast because the meat was a little bit more white, and then as I'm getting closer to the bone, it's starting to taste like a thigh, so I actually don't even know what this piece is.
Well, you know, it's a whole chicken and just chopped off into pieces, so you might have like a little bit of the breast and a little bit of the bottom part in one piece. You know.
So when you were studying abroad in Korea, like, I'm sure you had fried chicken,
A lot,
right?
yeah.
Is what we get here really similar to there, or is there, okay.
Really similar. Yeah, really similar.
And have you had we were ordering earlier and I think you were joking, but they have the like really spicy chicken there. Have you had that before?
I have. That's where all the noodle challenge comes from. Is the original idea is from a type of dish called fried chicken. So the noodle challenge is the fried chicken flavored noodles.
So what makes it spicy? Is it just a lot of the chili?
It's the sauce.
Powder?
Yeah, I don't know what the sauce is, but it's super spicy. The first time I had it, yeah, it was one of those immediate sweat, immediate red face. It was super spicy.
It's actually really hot today. Your car said it was 86.
Thank you.
I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but somehow Mark is not using his hands as we eat. So I feel like you're luxury and I'm whatever the opposite is.
Imitation.
I'm trying to pass off as luxury, but I'm not. Or luxurious.
It's good today, huh?
Yeah. Really good. So all this came out to like $46. Not bad. You might need another beer already.
I'm already almost done.
The beer tastes sweet today. I think it's because it's hot, right? It just tastes really good. I actually didn't really ever drink beer until I met you. I felt like in order for this to have worked out, I have to drink beer. Well, did you really drink beer when I first met you?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. I just remember like absolutely not drinking beer at all, and then one day it was like beer every Friday.
What would you drink instead? Hard liquor?
Soda. I didn't really drink. Oh, I was gonna do this, but I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, I didn't really drink back then. But I feel like now as an adult, I actually understand like how alcohol can enhance like your food. I didn't really think that was a thing before. You know, like how they always say like red meat, you drink red wine, fish with like I was like, oh, what doesn't matter? But now it's like, oh no, it does make a difference.
Well, those fancy restaurants, when they do the wine pairing or the sake pairing, it does work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When we went to Anaka, it was kind of pricey, so we split the sake pairing. So each course, they would bring out a shot of different kind of sake. But because we were sharing it, we'd only take like one small sip and then
If we had each done a sake pairing, yeah.
How much more did we have to pay for the sake pairing?
I think it's like 100 something.
Per person.
120.
And it's a good thing we did share, because I
Yeah.
had to drive home afterwards.
And it was a work night.
Yeah.
So this weekend we've kind of been, I'd say we've been homebodies this weekend, right? And was it Friday night? Friday night, I suggested we start a new Netflix series that a lot of people have been talking about. It's called 13 Reasons Why.
Right.
And as we were watching it, I think Mark even realized he had heard it on NPR.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about it. I heard some coworkers talk about it. A couple of friends mentioned it. I saw it on Facebook. And we're how many episodes in? We've started binge watching it.
7 episodes, so it's 7 hours of our time in one.
But it's entertaining. I mean, without any spoilers, right? The synopsis is it's about a girl in high school who commits suicide, and then the whole storyline is revealed.
The reasons why.
The reasons why. So you start getting glimpses leading up to, I guess, why she did it. Mm-hmm. And I understand why I think Canada particularly is like really strict on making sure none of the kids at school talk about it.
The show?
Yeah, the show. Like they're banning, they even sent out like emails to like parents like informing them, hey, just letting you guys know this is out there, but we're not allowing any of the kids to like talk about it at school. Like they've been pretty like strict about that because they're worried the show's like romanticizing like suicide.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
I could see that. It's like when Twilight came out.
Oh, was there like
vampires were being romanticized, so girls would want their boyfriends to bite them.
Really?
Wait, don't quote me, but I think I've heard stories like that.
Mm.
Or they try to sharpen their teeth to make it look like
You
they
can
have
sharpen
fangs.
your teeth? How?
I imagine like a file, like a nail file. You're at home from your bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
But I think people were like really into vampires because of that, and it became like
A thing.
a thing. So I could see why this show would cause the same effect for suicide.
I feel like it's been a while since we watched anything that, because I think part of it is we grew out of that age group where we were watching like shows or movies about high school. I can't even remember like the last thing that we watched that was around that like age group.
Well, I can't remember either.
Right.
Probably, I don't know, Mean Girls, Clueless,
Yeah, those were all like 10 plus years ago now.
like recently.
Yeah. So
You used to watch Glee.
yeah, when it first came out,
That's
it was
high
a long
school.
time ago.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
The show's off the air now.
Is it?
Yeah, you don't. The reason I mentioned that was it's kind of interesting to think about certain things that high school kids have now that we didn't have. So again, not getting too much into the storyline, but there's a lot of references to like social media, and I can't imagine having social media like while being in high school, because people can be mean like as it is, but then to have a platform to be mean and anonymous about it, that seems like a lot to take in at that young of an age. What do you think?
I mean, I guess it's kind of, we're lucky that we didn't grow up in that age where social media was so, involved in our high school lives.
Mm-hmm.
But what benefits or opportunities did we miss out?
Yeah, I mean, there's always two sides, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever get bullied for anything? Or were you the bully? Okay, so I don't know.
I was a nice kid.
Oh, you were nice.
I was a nice kid.
Why do you hesitate?
I was a nice kid, but I'm worried that like someone like Melissa would comment and say, "You were nice to me in high school."
Well, it was a joking, not nice, right? But it wasn't like
No,
spreading rumors or anything.
not out of malicious intent, but I remember I had a powdered donut in my hand one day after school, and then I saw Melissa from afar, so I ran up to her, and then I tapped her shoulder, and she turned around.
That's... How'd she react?
Yeah.
Well, how'd she react? Why
Was
are you
like-
like beating around the bush?
Oh my gosh, Mark! Probably.
Was it early in the day?
No, it was after school.
Okay. I mean, it's not that it's right. So if you're watching this, don't think that's okay. But at least it wasn't at the beginning of the day where you could have potentially ruined her whole day.
Oh, yeah. It was after
I
school.
definitely feel like I was a nicer kid than you then if you did that.
I mean, she was one of my closest friends.
But I think it's also like how we interact with our close friends is totally different too. I guess I'm more verbally mean to my close. Well, you're like funny. It's just funny the way we like talk with our friends, I guess.
Are we really going down this route right now?
A little bit.
We didn't know each other in high school, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like the most horrific thing that happened to me in high school. It probably relates to, I think it was either 7th or 8th grade PE class, and I think every Friday you had to run a mile. And this girl, I have no contact with her. I have no idea what she's up to nowadays. But that day we were running the mile, and she decided to pants me in front of everyone, and I just was like, the heck. And I just remember feeling so Violated. Yeah. I mean, she didn't pants me to the point where like it was also my underwear. It was just the sweat short part.
I bet you she liked you.
I mean, isn't there other ways to tell people you like them besides like pantsing them? I mean, I guess that is one way. But yeah. But no, I didn't appreciate that.
Either she liked you or she hated you. It's one of those two.
Yeah. There's a lot of food.
Yeah.
So the other thing we did this weekend, we actually took a break from binge watching. I went to go visit my nephew. He just started his first job. I don't want to disclose the location, but he's working essentially at a poke place, and that was really neat to go in there. He was the first person to like greet you. He did the rice. Like he was in charge of the base, right? So I felt like a proud uncle that wanted to embarrass him, and I remember never wanting to have that feeling when I was like his age, right? Like I felt like you were kind of like that too, like asking him questions, like big smile, like let's try to draw more attention to him.
But at the same time, it was a sad realization that we became those awkward relatives that come and visit people.
Yeah.
That's a weird awakening call for me. Oh, wow, we became those people.
Yeah.
We're not those cool young kids anymore.
No, not anymore. Instead, we sit at home and film mukbangs and talk about young kids. Talk about high school. We talk about my nephew. But the thing that I wanted to talk about in this mukbang was just our first jobs, because when I saw him there, I was thinking to myself, our first jobs were probably 16 plus years ago, right? You might have started earlier than I did. But what was your first job?
I tutored kids.
In everything?
Mainly English and their homework. $20 an hour, and back then, that was a lot of money. And I would tutor maybe 12 hours a week.
Okay.
So that's like $240 a week. Yeah.
That's a nice gig. You didn't have to wear a uniform or anything. Was it after school?
Yeah, it was after school, and I tutored elementary school kids. And then I was also a PSAT instructor.
Oh, I never knew that. Why do you even have to take the PSATs? Does it even do anything? Or is it just like a practice?
No, I think there's no point to
It's
it.
like a filler. Like, oh, I should be doing this.
But a lot of Asian parents were probably wanting their young kids to like get used to the SATs, so they make them take the PSATs. So I was the verbal instructor.
Well, if I had to choose, I would have you do verbal or math, right?
I'm not a math person,
Yeah.
but I'm not good at verbal either. And then I guess my first like real part-time job, I was a file clerk at a doctor's office. So I had to put back medical records back on in alphabetical order. Oh, it was such a boring job. I don't want any.
I felt like I had more of a typical first high school.
What was your first job?
I worked at a movie theater.
Oh, right. You did.
Yeah.
I didn't know you back then. No.
You could have gone to that movie theater. I could have like ripped your ticket for all I knew, or picked up your trash. I'm sure I mentioned it in some other video, but I was always bitter that that's all they let me do. I was either the guy that ripped the tickets before people came in, or
Pick up
was an
trash.
usher. We call them ushers, not trash picker-uppers or anything like that. So I felt like I wasn't able to utilize my sales skill or customer service skills. I guess customer service, it was just like, oh, enjoy your movie, third door on the left. I don't know, but
I mean, you might have a false sense of what you'd be good at. So how do you know that back then you would have been a good customer service person?
I don't think it's so much I didn't know. It was I wanted to get it.
Oh, you
have a
wanted the
chance.
to do it. What was your uniform? Did you have to wear those vests?
No, actually, the vest would have been very typical. It was actually a polo, but it was maroon. It was a color that you would never wear. Ever.
Oh, so they kind of had different tier of employees at the movie theater. So those that wore vests were like.
Well, no, the one
higher-ups.
the one at my theater, everyone had the same uniform.
Oh, okay.
Except for the manager. The manager wore like a suit.
A suit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It was a big deal.
It's just kind of unnecessary, I feel like, because, all the moviegoers.
If you're gonna have customers and you want to complain to someone, would you much rather complain with someone wearing a suit or a kid wearing a polo shirt?
Well, why does it have to be a kid?
What do you mean? Like to complain to?
The manager, yeah.
Well, the manager is typically it was someone young still.
Oh,
so like if you talk to
that
someone,
young kid had to wear a suit to work.
yeah. I mean, when I say young, like young when I was like young. Now it's not doesn't sound that young, but they were like 21,
Okay.
22. So, I think it just helps with the professionalism,
So what was your job after the movie theater? What was your next job after?
Well, I was actually really known amongst my circle of friends for having really nice handwriting, which is funny because I feel like people think men can't have nice penmanship, but I had nice penmanship, so I tried to make money off of that. So when I was at UCI, there was a program where you would take notes for disabled students that couldn't take notes
You're a note taker?
for one lecture, and then the person dropped the class, and then I was no longer needed, and then I just never continued my passion for taking notes.
So it was based on if you had someone in your class that needed a note taker.
Yeah. I was really excited because I was like, this was an easy...
Was one of the requirement to have good penmanship to get hired?
I'm sure like I made a point of it, or maybe I turned in a note sample.
I think you're right. I think they do look at your...
Well, because you don't want someone that's like just doing hieroglyphics and then, submitting those notes. So, yeah, I don't know why I never like continued doing it. Maybe I just felt like, okay, well, I tried and then I didn't do anything. And then after that, that's when I started doing the Survivor websites and making money off that way. And then, yeah. But I kind of wish I had more jobs as like a teenager. I feel like I would have had more money to be able to do things, right? I guess I could have watched any movie I wanted to whenever, but I don't really enjoy movies. Hey, do you know? He's getting more bold. He's like sitting on me. No.
He sees the chicken bones.
Yeah, no chicken bone. No. Come here.
What's our next topic? I don't remember.
I don't either.
What's the fun of the notepad?
Well, we got through what we wanted to talk about, so...
Yeah.
How many more of these originals do we have? 2?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want the drumstick or this one?
I'm getting full.
I'll do the drumstick then.
Yeah, not sure the viewer.
They've seen it already. I've been wanting fried chicken for at least a month. Korean fried chicken. But I'm also starting to feel like my channel's turning into fried chicken and sushi mukbang only.
Why?
I've had 3 fried chicken videos and I think 3 sushi videos so far.
Which fried chicken?
Popeyes, KFC, and then now this.
Oh yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
I had on this white tank top earlier, but as soon as I found out we were going to order this, I was like, no, I should change. Where's all your bones?
Just one.
So all your pieces didn't have bones?
I had 3 pieces.
It's because I have like a bone graveyard on my side of the...
1, 2, 3.
Or maybe it's because like this wing was 1 bone and then after I ate it, it turned into like 3.
Mm. Do you eat the marrow inside the chicken bone?
Mm-mm. Do you?
My grandma did.
Where do you even go? This?
So, just if you bite into the bone and you just suck out the stuff inside.
So you've never done it, or you have?
I've done it when I was a kid because my grandma did it. I don't want to do it now.
No.
I just like watching you eat.
You barely ate any of the waffle fries. That's one food I feel like we don't see eye to eye on. Like potato side dishes or French fries, right?
Like I don't like potatoes.
Like you could live without them, whereas like me, I'm like I have to have like French fries with this burger.
Yeah, I mean I like onion rings. What else is there?
Deep fried green beans, zucchini, whatever. But you don't really like zucchini ones, right?
It depends on how it's cooked.
Like the Farmer Boys one, do you like those?
The really big ones, no.
So thin.
The more batter it has, the better.
Alright, I think I can do one more of these and I should be done. See, like, what is this piece? Overall, well, right when I looked down, my fingers are all messy, but I think overall my handling food with my hands have improved since I met you. Because I think there was a time where we ate something. I don't even know. I can't remember if you were blunt or being, what's the opposite of blunt?
Opposite?
Yeah.
Subtle?
Yes, or you were trying to be subtle with it. But I think one time I ate something and I used all 10 of my fingers, and you made a comment like, oh, you only need to use these 2. And then after that, I felt self-conscious about eating finger foods around you. Today I'm using 4. It's because the fries are on here, so I don't want to do this. That's why. But I used to use all 10 fingers. You remember that?
I mean, that is true. Why do you need to, eat like this when you could just eat like this?
It's an experience, no?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like if I ate an entire pizza with a fork and knife. I feel like that it makes it taste different than just eating it like a pizza.
It tastes the same.
The experience, then, not
the experience
taste.
is different, but
Yeah.
it tastes the same.
But experience is part of the taste.
Oh
Right?
yeah, I guess so.
It is, I think.
I want to try one of those. They suspend you like mid-air, and your feet are dangling, and then you eat dinner or you eat your meal.
I've never heard of
Suspended
that.
up. You haven't seen that video on Facebook?
Mm-mm. Don't say you use Facebook. It's for old people.
You haven't seen the video on Snapchat?
No. Isn't that sad though?
I don't even use Snapchat.
Oh gosh. I only use it to say that I use it, but not because I actually enjoy the platform.
You enjoy it. I see you like Snapchatting away.
You like using the filters too. You always call me out in these videos.
What? Be proud.
Of what? Are you calling me out on things?
No, be proud of being a Snapchat user.
Why would I be proud of that? There's nothing to be proud of. So would the 100 million other people that use it should be proud then?
Yes, I'm not making fun of it.
I remember this one time you did the Snapchat filters, and it was where your mouth replaced your eyes, and I really didn't like it because it just bothered me. You know exactly which one I'm talking about? Ugh.
I didn't like that one either.
It was one of those things where you like look at it and you're like, oh, but then you can't look away.
Yeah.
Are we not gonna eat that egg?
Oh, we should eat it. Should
I say
cut it
you
in
should
half?
cut it, yeah. They didn't overcook this egg. I hate when the yolk part has that little gray part. That means that it's been overcooked. He's pretending to be asleep. I think that's it for this mukbang. I hope you guys enjoyed our banter for today. Make sure you guys subscribe for more content. Give us a thumbs up. And what was it? Like this video.
Like this video.
Yeah. All right. See you guys next time.
Ow.